Hello everyone, my name is Yohanes Morpardongan Centuri. Now, me and my friend will talk about different culture about uh, in England and Indonesia. Now, I will talk about the sunbed culture in England and comparison it to Indonesia. Um, in England, sunbathing has become a part of the lifestyle, especially during the summer. Since the weather there is usually cold and rarely sunny, many English people take advantage to bright days to sunbathe at the beach or in parks. This activity is not only for relaxation but also warm the body and get vitamin D, which is also important for health. For them, enjoying the sun is the form of happiness after months of cloudy weather. Unlike in England, Indonesia has a tropical climate and receives sunlight all year round. The weather is hot and humid, so sunbathing feels uncomfortable for most people in Indonesia. Indonesia tends to avoid the heat by staying in the shade using umbrellas or, or wearing covered clothing. Since sunlight is already part of the daily life, people in Indonesia do not consider sunbathing as a special or enjoyable activity. The cultural difference is also reflected in how people view the skin color. In England and other Western countries, tan skin is considered activities healthy and a sign of the active lifestyle. That's why many English people enjoy sunbathing to get the skin tone. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, fair skin is often considered more beautiful and clean. Many people actually try to protect their skin from sunlight to avoid getting darker. Apart from climates and beauty standards, social values also play a major role. In England, sunbathing at the beach wearing some swimsuit is normal and not considered inappropriate. However, in Indonesia, modesty norms and religious values make such behavior less acceptable. Indonesian society empathize modest dressing, especially in public places like beach. Therefore, the sunbathing culture does not develop here as it does in Western countries. From explanation above, it can be concluded that the difference in sunbathing cultures between England and Indonesia is influenced by several main factors: climate, perception of the skin color, and prevailing social values. Uh, England's cold climate make the sunlight precious and enjoyable. Meanwhile, Indonesia, hot weather makes people prefer to avoid it. Thus, we can see that people habits are greatly shaped by their environment and cultural values. That's all. My friend will continue the different about culture.
Hello everyone, my name is Yona Fadil Farizal, but you can call me Juanda. I will talk about the difference in clothing style between England and Indonesia. Let's go. The main difference in clothing style between England and Indonesia lies in climate factor and cultural or religion norms. Now, the climate in England. England has 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. So clothing is adjust to changing temperature. Layered clothing such as sweater, coat, jacket, and scarf is commonly worn, especially in cold weather. Long pants and tie are often worn, especially with skirt, during autumn and winter. In Indonesia, climate in Indonesia has tropical climate with 2 seasons only, dry and rainy, which are generally hot and humid throughout the year. Clothing made from lightweight breathable fabrics such as cotton, linen is preferred. People try to wear lighter and more open clothing to allow airflow such as t-shirt, short sleeve, short and skirt. Now, style in England. Clothing style in England tend to be neat, practical, often inspired by Western. Modest fashion, they say, with an emphasis of functionality and durability against the weather. In Indonesia, fashion in Indonesia is strongly influenced by local culture and globalization, result in mix of traditional and modern clothing style. Now the norms. The norms in England, although there are standard of decency dress code are generally more relaxed than in Indonesia. Clothing style vary widely depending on the occasion and the environment. For example, formal in workplace, casual on weekends. Now the Indonesian. This is really neat. Social and religious norm significantly influence how people dress, especially in more conservatively region. There is strong emphasis on modesty.
Jual na 2 menit jual.
Is too revealing. Example, showing shoulder or knees may be considered inappropriate. Let's see. In certain public places, it considered inappropriate. Particularly, place of worship or formal even. Modest fashion, loose and covered clothing has a large market and following influence by the country's significant Muslim population. In short, the cold climate in England encouraged layered and thicker clothing, while the hot climate not, such as Indonesia. Alright, I think that's all. Yeah, well, my friend will talk about something else. That's it from me. That's all from me. Right. Thank you very much.
Okay, hello everyone, my name is Daniel Sugaisan and I am here to explain about the difference of culture between United Kingdoms and Indonesia about their languages. Okay, the language culture difference, the United Kingdom and Indonesia. Speaking style, first of all, is the speaking style or communication style. In United Kingdom, generally direct but polite. British people tend to express opinions gently, often using softening words such as perhaps, I think, maybe, or I'm afraid. They usually avoid confrontation or harsh tone to prevent sounding rude. For example, like, I'm afraid I don't agree with that. And in Indonesia, tends to be directly and highly considerate of others' feelings. Indonesians often use roundabout or subtle language to avoid offending others. For example, instead of saying cannot, people might say maybe later or we will consider it. Second is levels of politeness and language hierarchy. In United Kingdoms, the English language does not have grammatical levels of politeness, or no formal or informal verb forms. Politeness is expressed through tone, polite expressions like please, thank you, sorry, and controlled way of speaking. In Indonesia has linguistic levels, especially in regional languages such as Javanese, honorifics such as Bapak, Ibu, Mas, or Mbak used to show respect. In formal settings, speech tends to be more refined and respectful. Third is expressions and intonations. In United Kingdoms, both verbal and non-verbal expressions are typically restrained. The tones of voice tends to remain stable and moderate. A polite smile is often used as a gesture of friendliness, though it does not necessarily indicate personal closeness. And in Indonesia, more expressive and emotional in speech. In tone may rise or fall depending on context, such as enthusiasm, familiarity, or politeness. Smiling is commonly used to ease tension, even in awkward situations. Fourth one is cultural context, like high context and low context. In United Kingdoms, consider it a low context culture, meaning messages are communicated directly through words. People do not expect others to infer hidden meanings. In Indonesia, a highly context culture where communication relies heavily on social context, relationships, and nonverbal cues. Meanings are often conveyed implicitly rather than stated outright. The fifth one is use of humor and informal language. In the United Kingdom, humor plays a vital role in conversations, often involving sarcasm and irony. It reflects social intelligence but may be misunderstood by non-natives. In Indonesia, humor is also common, but it is generally lighter and situational. Slang evolves rapidly among younger generation. For example, like by the way, and cringe and etc. The sixth one is language in formal context. In United Kingdoms, formal English is used in official correspondence, academia, and business. For example, like dear sir, madam, and yours faithfully. However, semi-formal languages has become more common in modern workplaces. In Indonesia, formal language is highly valued in academics, governmental, or ceremonial contexts. Sentences tend to be longer and more courteous. For example, like with due respect, we would like to inform you that. Okay. Overall summary. Overall, the language culture of the United Kingdom and Indonesia differs in several key aspects. British communications tends to be direct but polite, while Indonesians prefer an indirect, considerate style to maintain harmony. Politeness in English is shown through tone and polite expressions, whereas in Indonesia it reflected through language structure and respectful titles. The British are generally part of a low context culture, expressing meaning explicitly, while Indonesians belong to a high context culture that relies on social context, not verbal cues. British humor is often sarcastic and ironic, while Indonesian humor is lighter and situational. In formal contexts, English tends to be efficient and straightforward, whereas Indonesian formal language is longer, more elaborate, and highly respectful. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.